Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online, 23rd Century Starfleet campaign. I've played with the audio levels a bit, and hopefully the voice acting comes through a bit better. Now you may be confused about that last mission, because you may think, why aren't we fighting the Klingons? Well, there's a bit of a story behind that, but I'll save that for when this arc technically finishes. Because there's a bit of explaining to do. For now, we'll just go to the Drozana system, which is, by the looks of it, it's actually in Klingon space, but I think it's more neutral zone than anything between the Federation and Klingons. So this should make this an interesting system. Well, this station's seen better days.
Welcome to Drozana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Ah, yes, the rules of acquisition. Okay, so Balin is the Ferengi we want to talk to. Now, I wonder why we were sent here. Now, I've changed the volume levels a little bit. The background...
Cocktails. 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes.
Okay, you can actually hear it. Good. I was worried that either the music and the ambient volume was too loud, but it sounds like I fixed it. So, we can talk to him, but we're going to question him.
Welcome to Drozana Station, the home of the finest libations and pleasures this side of Rix. Care to hear about today's specials?
You never get to visit Rix. I don't know why.
Have you tried the Comet Cocktail? It's out of this world.
Haha. Tell me about your specials.
You've arrived at the right time. It's almost the day of the comet. Griffin's Comet is going to pass close enough to the station to frost the viewports. And this is the only place in the sector where you can celebrate in style. We've got Comet cocktails in keepsake glasses, Comet Trail Mix, Comet ice cream cores, and 47 flavors. So relax, enjoy the games, have a drink, and pick up some souvenirs for your crew. You'll probably want to send a few trinkets back home to let the folks know that you were at Drozana Station when the comet arrived.
He's getting pretty excited about this comet.
Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
He's actually a pretty friendly Ferengi as well.
A crew from a Vulcan science vessel visited here a week ago, and they told me that Griffin's Comet has a wide elliptical orbit. The last time it was in this area was in 2262, and it won't be back again until 2556. And by then, I'm sure that this crazy war will be over, and Drozana Station will be the premier space entertainment venue in the entire galaxy. It looks like your standard ball of ice and rock to me, but the science geeks are all excited about it. They say it's giving off triolic energy and that it has a high variance of chronoton particles, whatever that means. Me, I see opportunity. Starting now, Days of the Comet. Join in on all the fun for just a few credits. There's no better place for a good deal and a good time than Drozana Station. Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
He sure likes his station.
everything a brave Starfleet officer like yourself could want. There's access to shopping, subspace message stations, a few quality vendors, drinks, dancing, and Davo. That Lita hologram is really something. Makes me want to get a handful of her pixels, if you know what I mean. My partners and I took this place over a few months ago. It was an abandoned piece of space junk then, but with some hard work and careful financial planning, we will make it a pleasure destination to rival Ryza or Casperia Prime. Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
Wait, you found it abandoned? Then who built it?
Humans, I think. But history has never been my thing. The present is where the latinum is. I know the station was built in the mid-23rd century and served as a trading post and supply station for colony ships and military vessels. Then the House of Duras owned it for a while, but they gave it up in the 2370s. It was empty until my partners and I arrived. Do you know we had to spend 3 weeks scrubbing bloodline stains off the decks? Between that, the globfly infestation, and voles in the computer circuitry, it's a wonder that we ever opened our doors for business. Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
I'm looking for someone.
Aren't we all? Me? I want a leggy Vulcan with a liberal attitude toward interspecies relations. So, are you looking for someone in particular, or just some company?
Her name is Zamara. You know her?
Oh yeah, I know Samara. Maybe she's been here recently, and maybe she hasn't. My memory is kind of hazy.
Perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. In fact, I feel my memory clearing up already. I tell you what, I know you Starfleet types aren't big on Latin, but what you do have are skills and a willingness to get your hands dirty. That's what I need right now. Our replicators are on the fritz. Maybe it's a whole power system because the lights are going wonky too. But a little blue mood lighting isn't as big a problem for me as unfilled drink orders.
Then why are you offering these Comet cocktails when you can't get your replicators working?
Go to the cargo bay and get my replicators working. By the time you're done, I'm sure I will have remembered where I last saw Zamara.
Oh, I'm sure. Now, there were 2 other dialogue options there. They don't lead anywhere. I might explore them in another playthrough, maybe. But that was probably the more neutral Starfleet answer we could have given. Okay, let's run diagnostic. What's wrong with the replicators? Okay, the electroplasma distribution network. Okay, let's run diagnostic on the electroplasma distribution network. Having a bit of power problems. What's the cause of the loss of power? Don't know. You're the computer, you should know. Okay, what do we have to do to restore power? Okay, so we have all of these various subsystems, and we need to kind of reroute them to bring the replicators back online. So let's hail our engineering team. Yeah, it's an old station, so it's a bit like a circuit breaker, really. Now, this is going to take a while. This is actually a bit of a mini puzzle. We have, I think, 5 or 6 different stations, and it's going to take a long time to run around and scan everything. So we'll try something here. We'll go replicators, environmental controls, gravity controls, and then we'll run all the way over here to the defense grid. Oh, by the way, if you get even one of these wrong, you have to do it all over again. Environmental controls, and finally back to the replicators. And they're online. Yet the other two systems, or one system, was a red herring. You don't need it at all. So let's go back to Balin and report.
Get your common cocktails! 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes. Have you tried the comet cocktail? It's out of this world.
Your replicators are working.
They are, and I am exceedingly pleased by your generous offer to repair them for no compensation. I can't let you go away empty-handed, though. How about I give you a 15% discount on drinks and souvenirs for an amount of time to be determined by management?
Whoa, 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 Balin. We had a deal. For the replicators, for information about Samara.
Fine. A deal's a deal, right? Never let it be said that I'll cheat a valued customer like yourself. Personally, I don't know why you're so interested in her. She's a looker, but just try talking to her. She's more paranoid than an Obsidian Order agent in a room full of Tal Shiar. Samara usually hangs out near the Dabo tables. Keep an eye out for a looker wearing purple. You can't miss her.
Now he mentioned the Obsidian Order, which is the intelligence network for the Cardassians, and the Tal Shiar, which is kind of the main military force for the Romulans.
Be careful. They're watching. I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks.
Who's watching?
Shh. Keep your voice down. I'm being watched. I've seen too many familiar faces in the crowd, and there are shadows. Watchers in the dark. I see them out of the corner of my eye when they think I'm not looking, but I'm always looking. When the lights change, there they are. Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
I was sent to help you.
You weren't sent to help me. You were sent to watch me. Drake needs me to keep feeding information to Starfleet intelligence. The Klingons come here and they drink and talk. It's amazing the bits of information we can pick up around a Dabo table. Everything, even the smallest detail, is important. Captain Gerard was in here last week. He ordered blood wine, an entire bottle of the 2309 vintage, to be exact. That business with the House of Torg must have upset him more than he knew. When Gerard's happy, he drinks Warnog. Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
What happened with this House of Torg?
Torg was on the High Council until he made a play to destroy the House of Martok. He was partially successful. Mavan, son of Drex, is dead. The house has no heir unless Drex takes a new mate and fathers a new son. But Martok's widow is wise. Her son, Drex, was off fighting in the war, so Lady Sorella called in KDF officers to defend her house. They exposed Torg's treachery, and Jempok was forced to discommendate him. As to why that would make Gerard unhappy? Torg raised Gerard after his mother died. Now he is an outcast, and his house has fallen. Gerard cannot speak to him without losing his own honor. Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
Okay, what can I do to help you?
Find out who's watching me. I'm not safe here. The Klingons are looking for me. They know someone has been feeding intelligence to Starfleet. Ghosts are always watching. Their eyes are hungry. Yesterday, they surrounded a drunken Klingon. Now he's dead. They will find me when the blue light shines, and then I'll disappear.
I want to know what these ghosts are.
How could you know that? You may think you know. You may even have readings in your tricorder that you think are right, but you don't know. How could you know? I'm here every day.
Okay, we can take you someplace safe.
And I watch them. No, they're everywhere. They're watching. You've been here too long. Someone will notice that we're together. Go do something else. Play Dabo. I'll contact you when I'm ready. When it's safe.
Yeah, you're gonna have to ignore these balloons. That's created by a device that's that can be used by players. It's actually quite fun, but a bit distracting. We don't need to talk to this nervous Ferengi, we just need to play Dabo.
Spin the wheel and win.
Hi, Lita. You should look a lot older than that. Now, Lita's a character that features prominently in Deep Space Nine. Let's play some Dabo. Unfortunately, we're gonna miss this bet. It doesn't take too long for a new game to start. Okay, Dabo's a bit like a slot machine. You put credits in. I'm going to bet 100 on 3 slots right next to each other. So I've spent 300 energy credits. It's going to spin around and around and around, and hopefully I win something. There's a few accolades that you can get from playing Dabo, but it takes a lot of credits. And we won 15.
Dabo!
And we didn't actually win a Dabo, but
Close enough. I couldn't wait for you to get that lucky. We would have been here all night. Psst. Samara wants me to give you a message. She wants you to know, if you're interested in finding out what's really going on here at Drozana Station, you need to check out the lower levels. I have an access code for you that will get you past the security doors. If you want to talk with her again, I suggest you collect your winnings and catch her before she leaves.
okay, thanks, Lita. Okay, Zamara, I played some Dabo.
Move for a chat right now, thanks.
Are you ready to talk now?
You don't need to worry about me. I'm going to leave this place to the ghosts. They seem to belong here more than we do. I've booked passage on a ship. You don't need to know which one. Just tell Drake. He'll keep getting his intel, one way or another. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Okay, so we know the Devidians are around here, and apparently they're feeding off of the station's power, and they're using the comet for some purpose. And the closest research facility is Deep Space K7. So let's beam up and visit Deep Space K7. Let's warp out of the system. And slowly make our way to Deep Space K7. Now, Klingons were mentioned back when we were on the station. That's a pretty shaky link because we don't really know what the Devidians have to do with the Klingons. We know that they are attacking any ship that gets anywhere close to either Drozana or Donatu. And they can phase in and out of existence. So we're going to have to try to find something that we can deal with. I don't know why it zooms right into the ship when you enter a system, but it does that quite often. Now you'll notice that these stations look a lot different than Earth Space Dock. These stations are what the old Starfleet stations used to look like, and then they switched to the more traditional kind of mushroom-like stations like Earth Space Dock in the Next Generation. So we need to consult with Lieutenant Kalapo, and he's actually past Club K7. And there he is there. I don't know why he had to beam in, because he's supposed to be here all this time.
How can I help you?
Tell me about yourself.
I grew up on trading ships, making supply runs in the Bolian sector. It was exciting, but it was crazy too. I never knew where I was going to be, or if my parents were going to have enough latinum to keep the ship flying. Then there was that time with the Orion pirates, and let's just say it wasn't the best environment for a child. All I've ever wanted was stability. I used to envy the kids on the colony worlds we served. For a while, I even thought about becoming a farmer. I wanted to wake up at the same time every day, go to the same job every day, even eat the same food most days. I like working on a starbase. It has a little bit of unpredictability, but every night my quarters are there waiting for me, and they're always in the same place.
Now, Lieutenant Kalapo here is a Saurian. He's kind of one of the lizard-like aliens. They aren't related to the Gorn, though.
Good luck, and stay safe.
Do you know Franklin Drake?
I have had dealings with him in the past. I think he's some sort of military strategist. He visits here from time to time, although Commander Wildman is never too thrilled to see him. He's always treated me well, though, so I don't have any reason to dislike him. Good luck, and stay safe.
And what did he ask you to do?
Mostly he wants updates on our research projects. Last week he was asking me all sorts of questions about the synchronic distortion prototype rifle. We work with prototypes of new equipment here. I'll bang on something for months to find out all of its advantages and problems before it's sent into the field to be used by Starfleet. Even then, it takes years or more of testing and iteration before something becomes standard fleet issue. And most equipment never makes it that far. There are hundreds of inventions that just don't work, or they don't work the way we want them to. Those failures are then broken down and their components are recycled. We have to keep everything secure. If the Romulans or the Klingons got their hands on what we are working on here, they could learn a lot about our technology. Good luck, and stay safe.
Okay, tell me more about this synchronic distortion prototype rifle.
That was a complete disaster. The basic design came out of Memory Alpha, and it was intended to detect and damage cloaked opponents. Someone there got an idea that the Romulans were developing personal cloaking devices, even though the power needs of something like that would be incredible. I recommended against sending it to field testing, but it went anyway. The crew on the USS DeWitt had some luck in modifying one for use as a hand weapon, but their prototype was destroyed when the ship was lost in the neutral zone. I hadn't thought about it again until Drake asked about it. Good luck, and stay safe.
No, there are Devidians in the neutral zone.
So that explains why Drake was interested in the prototype. It was a complete failure at detecting polarization cloaks, but if I added a phase modulator and reversed the polarity, these modifications should be no problem. And when I'm done, this beam will pack quite a punch against phase-shifted Devidians. I'll forward the weapon on to Drake as soon as I'm done. Be careful. The Devidians won't stop. I'm afraid we'll have to be ready to fight.
Okay, so now that we have a weapon that we can use against them, although traditional phasers and disruptors seem to work against them, so let's beam up. Oh, and by the way, we can buy Kama cocktails now at Drozana Station, should we wish.
Zamara may think she has slipped my noose, but I always have ways of keeping tabs on her. I take special care to know all about people in whom I have an interest. But you already know that, don't you? The ghosts that Zamara mentioned concern me, however. You already encountered Devidians once. It's likely they're on Drozana Station as well. And I won't let them use Federation citizens as food. Lieutenant Kalapo has completed work on the synchronic distortion prototype rifle. It should help you when you're ready to enter the lower levels of Drozana. Drake out.
Now we can get a decent warp core from this, and singularity cores are used by other ships. But for now we're just going to take the synchronic distortion proton prototype assault rifle. That's a bit of a mouthful, so I'll just be calling it my new weapon.
Until next
Congratulations,
Then we'll start the other mission, What Lies Beneath.
It's clear the Devidians are more of a problem than we initially thought. We know they're in the neutral zone. Now we know they're on Drozana Station as well, and according to Zamara, there have already been deaths there. In addition, she indicated that the lower levels of the station were a trouble spot. Those levels aren't used as part of the club there, and they haven't been maintained for years, and Ferengi are, of course, quite reticent to put any effort into maintenance that isn't absolutely necessary. That means we don't really know what's down there. Zamara's code should get you access. Take a lift down and check it out. Previous Starfleet encounters with Devidians have indicated that they will create nests around the temporal portals they use, so keep an eye out for anomalies. If we find the portal, we'll know where and when the Devidians are feeding. Oh, and I expect it to be messy down there. Don't forget to take an emergency beacon.
Okay.
Until next time.
It's good to know that Drake's looking out for us. And we'll leave the system. Okay, so it looks like it's back to Drozana for the next episode. Thanks for watching.